The Superbox S7 Ultra, a smart media player which runs on Android 12. Now this is not just an ordinary media player, this comes with a 1GB Ethernet, Wi-Fi 6, 4GB of RAM, 128GB of ROM, supports 6K playback, over-the-air updates, and supports H.265 encoding playback. This video is a hardware review of the Superbox S7 Ultra. I'm not endorsing or demonstrating any unauthorized streaming or copyrighted content access. Setting up is easy, just plug in the power, plug in your HDMI cable, and you're good to go. As it powers up, you're going to get this nice animation. Give it a couple of seconds while it does its thing. There's no logging required for the box, and thankfully there's no personal data collected. Now before we get into the main review, I just want to point out this remote. It actually lights up when you press a button, which is a pretty cool feature, normally found on top-end electronics. The first thing it asks you to do is connect to your Wi-Fi, so just log on as normal. You'll then get an option to set up your screen so that you're maximizing the picture on screen. And that's it, you're now on the main home screen of the media box. So there's a lot going on here, but don't worry, we're going to go through it all together. Now the first thing you'll notice about this home screen is the lack of adverts. It's just you and all your media. Let's start along the top where we see this widget, and this is a weather widget, and like all weather widgets you can configure it to your local area. Now let's dive down to the bottom of the home screen where we can see a cog. Clicking on this is going to give you your Android settings, and from here we can do all things we do with Android. We can check for system updates. We can see that we've got 128GB hard disk and 4GB of RAM. We're running Android TV OS 12. Moving on along the bottom we're going to see the file app, where we get quick access to all our files, and it handily organizes them into different categories, including video, pictures, music, and just normal files. Back along the home screen we've got the system cleaner, which as you've guessed you can use to speed up your system if you've got some lagginess. So this clears the system memory, installation package residues, which we all know can really slow down your hardware. Next along the bottom is an internet speed tool, so if you do come across problems you can quickly check it's not your internet speed causing issues. And as you can see, mine's pretty adequate. Okay, back on the home screen, the next tool along the bottom is an uninstall app. Next along the bottom there's a tool to set up the remote for voice control, which is pretty easy to do, just follow the on-screen instructions. Next along the bottom we've got an option to add shortcuts. Select the number from the screen and add an app. This allows you quick access to your apps from the home screen, and as you can see, as we go back to the home screen you can see the apps I've added. They're on the bottom row. Last icon along the bottom is the help desk, and it's online and it's available through various formats. Okay, so this is the home screen, and this is where you access your media. If you select TV, you get the following screen, just letting you know how to use the remote. And after that, it'll take you straight into the media, where you can see the media listed on the left hand side, and a picture preview and description on the right. Now if you click left on the D-pad on the remote, it'll take you to a broader search menu, and from here you can search media, recent, favorite, time shift. You've also got your TV, your locals. Now if you can't find what you're looking for in those categories, you can also go ahead and search. Just go right to the top and key in your search term. Now when you do find media that you're interested in, just click on it and the screen on the right will actually expand to fill the whole TV screen. And even from the main screen here, you've got quick action buttons. So depending on what you press on your remote, you can get listing, you can go up and down media, change the channel, channel search, and you can also get settings. It's also worth noting, from the EPG guide you can also scroll across the whole week's listings, and overall I'm pretty impressed with how easy it is to get around the guide, the EPG. It's actually quite intuitive. Now you can also access your installed media apps and personal media libraries on a friendly and easy to use interface, which you can see here. So along the bottom you've got your history of previously viewed media, and you can view all your history, or today's history or yesterday's. There's also a shortcut to your favorites that you've highlighted. And lastly along the bottom we've got a search option, and from here you can browse supported media content and apps, and it gives you the option to mention the cast or director. Now along the top we've got recommended shows and media. Next to that is the newest shows and media, and then the next tab across is just the media section, and in the bottom left hand corner we've got a search option, and in this section we've got a myriad of choices, all categorized along the left hand side, and can be searched in a number of ways. Along the top part of the screen you can see all the genres as I scroll down the left part of the screen, and it's immensely helpful to see that these genres are put in alphabetical order. It just helps you find what you want to watch quicker. Superbox have made these enhancements and are striving to improve the user experience. Now, of course, you can still do the manual search, which will bring up a number pad and you just put in your search. Now, once you have selected your media or show, you'll get some information on the page, and from here you can add it to your favorites. Back on the home screen next to movies, you've got series, and it's much of the same story here. You get some highlighted shows and you can do a search. And again, the layout is exactly the same in terms of searching and categorization. Why fix something if it's not broken? Left hand side you've got your categories, and along the top you've got your filters, which range from genres, country and year. Okay, quick recap. The Superbox S7 Ultra brings high-res playback, a premium design, a backlit voice remote, fast Wi-Fi 6 and plenty of storage. There's a few things I'd still like to test long-term, thermals and software updates. So if this review helped you, please like and subscribe, and it really helps the channel. Got questions or want me to test something else? Gaming apps, installs, Plex? Tell me in the comments and I'll follow up. Full specs are down in the description. Thanks for watching.